Okay, still on dresses, we've got the classic LBD, right? Strappy, tight, you're bloated, you're like, girl, what you talking about? What? So, never underestimate the power of layering. You can start with something like this where you're like, there's no way in hell, and throw some stuff on and you're like, yeah, girl. Because first of all, be comfortable, okay? Make sure it's not like squeezing life out of you. This one is, I'd say up top, maybe a little tighter than I'd like it to be, but don't let it squeeze life out of you. As long as this feels okay, other than you not wanting to maybe highlight your tummy, start there. So we've got LBD. Now, what can we do? First of all, layering. So if you love to keep your legs out, we're gonna start there, okay? And then we'll wanna keep your arms out, okay? So legs staying out, don't underestimate something as simple as a black cover, okay? Because as we draw at the waist, it's already gonna look a lot smaller. More cover, let's do it. I know what you're thinking, more cover. It's not enough, my belly's still there. I get you. To be honest, the one I was looking for just isn't in my closet, it is in the washer. Okay, more coverage, longer cardigan. I love having nice patterns with a solid underneath, so to show off the legs, but hiding my tummy. I love an outfit like this. And if you are wanting to accentuate the waist a little more, belts are always going to be your friends. You can go over. I love this because it always gives it just such an interesting dynamic with the outfit. Or you can go under. When I'm bloated, I love the under. It feels a lot more comfortable because I have this kind of over the top, and this breaks up the surface here, this area. So I love an under. A lot of people like an over. So adding a cardigan over, great way to be sexy, but not have your belly be on full display. So the other one I would look at with this is to still show off the legs, but then limit the tummy. There's a couple different things you could do because we're wanting to show off the legs but limit the tummy. Having an over is going to be the best way to be able to do that. The other option is where maybe you layer with like a larger top over, once again layering, but over the top to where it almost ends up looking more like you're wearing like a short skirt, okay? Another great way to break away the attention, especially from maybe your upper body, is putting that crop top. I don't know if you remember the crop top we styled, same how we're styling this dress here, over. I love, this is one of my favorite hacks because it's loose. It feels so, like you can see it like is loosely under as opposed to being this tight thing. And when you put this over, it just really balances out any sort of, especially with the belt. I love this with the belt. It balances out your tummy being like a big protruding or visually taking up more space area, because this adds so much more width and differences in shape. Then you get the tightness that kind of breaks up the middle half, and especially when you have a belt that has little bows down here, it once again breaks up how this looks. So you can see how different this looks. And so although my belly is fully exposed, I'm not covering anything up, technically, visually, it looks much smaller because you have the belt bringing in the waist, you have this drawing down, and because this is wider up top here, it makes this area look smaller. Favorite hack, and it's literally so comfortable and it's so cute. So highly recommend. Okay, so now we're going to focus a little more on covering up this upper area here, okay, as well as hiding the belly. So we're going to do that oversized sweater that we also have done before with the bloated kind of clothing's edition, but I'm going to make this a little bit nicer and different by adding this under. Okay, so with the oversized sweater I have there, it has a pretty big opening, not huge, but a decent sized opening at the neck, And because we're trying to be a little bit fancier with the dress, I'm going to show you how to fancy it up just a little. Okay, so we've got this one here, and we're going to add the sweater. This is a sweater I really love because of this tie here. See what I mean with kind of the opening? It's not big, but it's there. So if I were to style this, I would use the benefit of having this here. If you don't, still a cute look, but this allows me to kind of pull this guy all the way up here, which I like. And so that way I've got a little bit of that accent here to make it a little prettier. The LBD coming up, but we are very bloat friendly, so to show the booty. So this is always a fun one.